watering like I stay teeth, and you can't reason with the animal that's loose in my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation meets opportunity, maybe. Big grade is ambiguity, baby.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Ravens and the Chargers on Sunday Night Primetime.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he returns this to the 22. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense, because you know those big guys up.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
No, 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken at about the 36. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. On the option right is Jackson.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 52 yards.
And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much of margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. It's Eckler again. And a short gain down to about the 33.
You look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Jackson now. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Jackson.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Tucker's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen.
We pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there. More from L.A. in a moment.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Herbert now. A little short pass. This is Everett. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. He's got room to roam. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's up to the 43. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Ravens had 7-4 on the year. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
There's a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss running left, Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
He'll start with a handoff to Dalvin.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 40. Jackson, option right, and holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the 1st half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
To throw is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
And a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That is caught. It's Williams. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man, it's Palmer. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And able to get this out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jamison Williams, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. Dak Prescott, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there. And now it's second down. Jackson now. Over the middle to Beckham. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dalvin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Jackson to throw. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Flowers. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Tucker's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Chargers. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Dobbins going to take.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this 3rd quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now Herbert following the turnover. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Eckler trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
More from L.A. in a moment.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Herbert.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted him or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler
With career touchdown number 75.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And now here come the Ravens.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's in. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
Pass complete on the out route to Beckham.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Now it's Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Jackson now. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Inside the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 1.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Herbert and the Chargers down by 4. 1:55 remaining. Their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Throwing, Herbert. He's got Eckler.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Now Herbert. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Herbert going to throw. And Allen's got it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd and 6 coming up. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Here's first down. Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
46 seconds left. Second down here. Herbert to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment. Now they can only stop it once more. Here's first and 10. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw will complete to Allen.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Ravens, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.